Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Yoga Sculpt. Weights at the top of your space. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to find our way to a tabletop. Spreading all 10 fingers wide. Wrists underneath our shoulders. Knees underneath our hips. Go ahead, take a little side-to-side shifting. Start to move through the spine, taking a few cat and cows. When you're ready, you can inhale, open the chest, lifting. As you exhale, curve the spine, draw the chin and close. And inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Take a couple more rounds. Maybe moving the spine in other ways if you want to add in side to side. Feel free to take that into some circling. Trying to get that breath moving, the spine moving around, a couple more. And find our way back to our tabletop from here. Step those left toes long behind us. Hug the elbows in. Begin to float that left leg. We're going to take 3 push-ups here, nice and slow. Lowering the chin and chest down. Press back up. Now draw your knee to your nose, calf back. Stretch back out. Slowly lower chin and chest. Press up. Curve that knee and calf back. One more time. Stretch the leg out. Elbows in lower. Press up. Curve that knee to your chest. Now stretch that left leg out. Hold here. Now see if we can step those left toes down behind us. Spinning open, step that left hand up towards the ceiling. We're going to take a little twist here, reach that left arm high, and then hugging underneath your right side. Opening up that left, hugging underneath. Now we're going to take that a couple more times if you want to challenge yourself. Maybe float that left leg, hug it in, warming up that core, reaching high, hugging in. 2 more, reaching up. And hug. Last time. Lift and open. And hug. Reach back up. Bring that left foot back down first. Return back to our tabletop. When you're ready, step those right toes back first. Floating up through that leg. Elbows in close. Lower chin and chest. Press up. Draw your knee in. And stretch. Hug the elbows lower. Press up. Knee in, stretch out, last time, elbows in, press up, and curve, and stretch. Now just hold that right leg for a moment. Tap those toes back down, and spinning open, reaching our right hand high. Like we're going to give ourselves a hug, so we'll swing that right arm underneath, a little curve, press and open, bring it underneath. And open. Now you can challenge, float that right leg as you hug. Press open. And lift and open 2 more times, hugging. Press open last time and hug. Press open, bring that right foot back down first. And return back to tabletop, tucking our toes. We'll stretch the legs and spine out, finding down dog. Take a few pedals in the feet. Shift a little side to side. Check in with the head and neck. And wherever the legs are, finding a little bend if we need to. We're going to shift forward, high plank. Tap the knees down. Press back to high plank. And down dog. Again, high plank, knees tap, high plank, down dog. 2 more, high plank, knees tap, high plank, down dog. 1 more, high plank, knees tap, high plank, down dog. Adding a push-up, so high plank, knees down, elbows in, chest lowers, press up, high plank, down dog, high plank, tap the knees, elbows in, lower, press up, high plank, down dog. 2 more, high plank, tap the knees, elbows in, press up, high plank, down dog, one more, high plank, tap the knees, elbows in, press up, high plank, down dog. We'll take those feet all the way up to a nice stretch. Feet by the wrist, hanging over. Taking a few deep breaths here. Again, maybe moving side to side. Maybe opening up the shoulders. Hands can come behind our low back. Bring those hands back down, bring the feet close. We'll step our left foot back, just finding an easy low lunge. Knee can stay lifted, feels better. Tap that knee down towards the floor. Take a couple breaths here. Making sure that knee's lifted back up. We're gonna walk our hands and feet open to a wide forward fold. Knees soft, chin to chest, just roll all the way up to stand. Here at the top, we're gonna start to shift a little into one foot and then the other. So we'll bend our right knee, dip the hips low, come back up, then switch, bend into our left. Now we're gonna add a little shoulder, so hands on the shoulders, and start to take some elbow rolls, open up the shoulders as we bend and straighten one knee and the other. It's gonna go at your own timing, shifting, opening hips, shoulders, and shift. Up, see, maybe start to get a little bit lower. Roll the shoulders. Go one more that direction. Now keep the legs moving and go the arms opposite way. Roll up and back. Shifting low. And shift. Couple more side to side. And shift. Finishing out, find your way just back up to standing. Reach the arms out wide. We're just going to turn to the front. Adjust those feet, make sure that left toe is down, heel to the ceiling. Take a couple pulses through that right leg. Just pulse and pulse, warming up those hips even more. Sink down, pulse and pulse. Here we are for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1. Find your way back down. Step back to your high plank. Hold here and breathe. Bring that right hand underneath our shoulders. Legs can stay wide. Reach that left hand high. Same thing when we were in that tabletop. We're going to take that little hug. Reach back open. And hug. And open. Here for 4. Press open. 4, 3. And open. 2. One more time. Hug. And open. Come back to high plank. Press right back into our down dog, stretching out long. Bring those feet up, nice wide stance, hanging over the legs. When you're ready, that right foot will step back, taking your lunge. Finding those hips, knee again can be lifted or soften it down towards the floor, chest forward. We'll turn hands and feet to our wide forward fold. Readjust, wide stance. Again, knees bent, chin to chest, rolling all the way up to stand. Take those feet maybe farther apart or closer. We'll take those shifts, bending into one knee. Press up and down. Press up, start to take those hips low. Now adding those shoulders. Again, big rolls. Reaching back. Now, if you want to take this into full arm circles, feel free. So big sweeping arms. Try to reach forward and back as much as you can. Forward and back. Couple more that way. And shift. Shift. Now reverse those circles through the upper body. Forward and reach. Keep shifting. Shift. Finishing out, find your way back up to standing in both feet. Turn back to the front. Again, we're just gonna find that back heel lifted. Take a couple pulses. Hips straight down, chest lifted. Here we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your way down. Take your high plank first. Left hand underneath our shoulder, legs wide. Open up right hand up. Same thing, finding that hug. Press open and hug. Reach up, down, and up. Here for 3. Press open. For 2, and open. 1. Press open. Come to high plank. Hold high plank. Press back into our down dog. Give yourself a couple breaths. Now from here, we're going to shift back down to our tabletop. Finding a weight into your left hand. From here, we're going to bend that left elbow up and down, and lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Here, just for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring that weight down just enough so we can send our left toes back. From here, we're going to spin back open, reaching your left arm high. Bend the elbow in, tap to the floor, reach up to the ceiling. In, tap down, and up. In, tap down, reach it up. Here for 4. Reach it up for 3. Lifting up for 2. Back up and 1. And up, bring that weight back down, turn back to the front. Before we switch our weights, just slide that weight out. Now taking just your left leg, send those toes back. Lift that leg up, tap low, and lift, and lower. Lift, and lower, engaging glute, left hamstring, and lower. Lift, and down. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll switch weight to our right hand. Elbows in close. We're just going to lift and down. Squeeze it in and lower. Up and down. Lift and lower. Here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now sending our right foot back behind us. Spinning open. From here, reach that right arm weight high. Bend the elbow in. Tap down. Reach and open. In. Tap down. Lift and open. And down. And press. And down. Last 4. In. And up. 4, 3. Down. And up. Last 2. In. And up. And 1. Reach it up. Bring that elbow in, back, weight in. Come back to the front. You can move that weight off. Now taking just our right leg, send the toes back. Now lift and lower. Steady lift, steady lower. Up and lower. 4, 6. For 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, stretching our hips high, finding our down dog. Nothing of using those same glutes and hamstrings. We're going to send our left leg out and up. Now bend that knee to our nose, step it through low lunge. Take our weights, come to a crescent lunge, shoulders down. Bicep curl, squeeze in and down. Optional, hold the leg strong. Or tap in, step back, and in, step back, or all the way up, knee down, and up, and down. Your version, tap, stay, or lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now make sure that foot is behind you. We're gonna spin open, heels and toes out. From here, we're gonna press, stretch up, press, come up. 8, 7, 6, here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn those feet to the side, maybe a little shorter stance. Bend the knees, weights drop low. We're going to reach out. And in wingspan wide. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing tall, turn back to the front, bring your feet up together. Weights come down. We're going to plant our palms, take a little crouch and curl. Now, option here is to come to a full plank or a hovering tabletop. Tap the knees back, squeeze them in, tap it back. Do one leg leading first. Out, out, and squeeze. Knees to chest. Here for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back to your high plank, fold and breathe. Come down to forearms. Finding our dolphin pose, send the hips high, walk the feet in closer. Staying right here where you are. Take it a little more into the arms, challenge yourself, dolphin kisses, gently shifting forward. Pressing back, shifting forward, pressing back. Your version, staying, moving, slow, steady breath. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7. We'll come to high plank in 6, in 5, 4, 3, 2. Gently make your way up to your high plank or right back up into down dog, stretching everything out. Right leg, glutes, hamstrings, stretch that right leg high. Bring the knee to nose, low lunge. Finding our weights to come to crescent lunge. Shoulders down, hips wide. Bicep curls in and down. Hold legs strong here, or you can tap it in. Step back, tap, or full swing, knee up, step back. Whether holding legs, tapping or up, here we are for 8, 7, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure that left foot's back. We're going to spin open, heels and toes, reaching the arms out. Press the arms down. And knees wide, down, and up. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1. Come up, shorten that stance a little bit, bending the knees, hips drop behind us. Arms are low, wingspan, swing out, and in, out, and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, step to the top of your space, weights down, plant your palms, bend the knees, that little crouch and curl. Now you're going to start leading with the opposite leg, stepping back, bring it in, step back, and in. Take it as wide or short as you need to. Here for 10, for 9, last 8, 7. We'll meet in high plank in 6, in 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your way to high plank. Hold there, drop down to forearms, take your dolphin. Again, hips come up, feet coming close. Hold here strong, or dolphin kisses, slow and steady, shifting forward and shifting back. Less is more here if you take it slow. Shifting back. We're here for 10, 4, 9, high plank or down dog right away in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly make your way up either to plank first or press right up to down dog, stretch out wide. From where we are, walk the feet all the way up to our hands. Taking our weights, we're gonna bend our knees, sink the hips low, chest is lifting. From where we are, just rock that weight into your heels, a little bit more. Hold here, weights are gonna draw up. You can add a little heel lift, triceps. Hug the elbows in, rebend the knees, maybe even tap the weights down. Bring them up. Stretch, rise, stretch, in, tap down. Weights in, press up. Either lift those heels or not. And up. In, tap down. For 6, press up. Triceps, stretch, in, and down. 5, press. Triceps, up, in, and down. 4, press. In, and down. 3, press. And up, in, and down. 4, 2, press. Up, in, and down. 1, press. And up, in, and down. Now bring those weights back up. We're going to step that left foot behind us. Bringing our arms down. Both elbows in and down. Squeeze. Now option to keep your weight forward and add a little squeeze kick and down. Kick and down. We're squeezing heel to hip. Kick and down. You're adding some balance and challenge. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step that left foot back and meet your right and switch. Send your right foot back first. Arms are down. Bend the elbows and down. Squeeze and down. Or add that kick, down, kick, and down. There's a moment to balance, holding strong. Elbows in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot back in to meet our left. Weights down, taking our high plank, hold and breathe. From here, we're gonna send our hips high, finding our down dog. Shifting back towards high plank, or you can take a hovering tabletop. We're gonna alternate toes out to the side. Out, out, bring it in. And then, again, it can be knees bent, hips higher, or longer. And out. Your versions. Take 2 more, leading with that first leg. Now switch, other leg leads. And in, and out, and in. Here we are, 8. For 7. For 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Find your way back. Hold, soften those knees down. Take a moment, rest, maybe shake out those hands, shake out the wrists. All right, we won't be spending any more time on those palms, so give them a little bit of a rest. When you're ready, you can shift off to a side. Bring those feet out in front. Finding your way to your weights. We're gonna bend our knees, feet about hip width distance apart. We're gonna hug our weights in pretty close to our chest. We're gonna start to lean back. Take a little twist to the right. Come back to the center. Sit up tall. Lean back. Keep your chest wide, so if we start to really hump and roll, stay up a little bit higher. Twist with a long spine. Back to center and up. So maybe your knees have to be even wider. Lower a little bit. Twist. Back to center. Come up. Lower a bit. twist, center, and up, and lean, twist, lower, and twist. Take two more, both directions, lean, and twist. Come up, and lean, two twists, one more, both directions, lean, twist, come up, and lean, twist, and come up. Now just slowly come all the way down to our belly. Bring the weights with us. As we come all the way down, stretching out the belly, lengthening the spine. Stretch the arms towards the ceiling, slight bend into our elbows. Now you can stay here in the feet or squeezing the legs together. So inner thighs engaged. We're going to slowly take those arms and weights overhead. Bring them back up. Taking them overhead and up. If you want to add more through your core, sending the arms and legs opposite direction. Come back together. Very slow. Low back, pressing down. Come back. Extend. Come back. Here we are for 6. Come back. 5. Come back. For 4. Come back. For 3. Come back. And 2. Come back. And 1. Come back. Float those feet back down. Bring the weights down to our sides. Just resting the hands down to the floor. Just take a moment, hug that left knee in. You can either hold that left leg there on its own, or you can flex that foot up towards the ceiling. But we're gonna do bridge through that right side. Right foot's gonna press into the floor. We're gonna slowly press the hips up. Lower about halfway. Press back up. Lower half. Lift higher. Lower half. Here, 6. And lower. 4, 5. And down. 4. Lowering only halfway. 3. 4, 2. And 1. Now lifting those hips as high as we can. Make sure that left leg reaches towards the ceiling. Lower that left foot down, hovering off the floor. Lift back up. Lower the left, keeping your hips lifted, right side engaged. Lift and lower and up and down. Here we are for 6. Hips are high for 5, 4, 3, here 4, 2, 1. Slowly bend that left knee in, plant your foot, hips are high. Lower back down through the spine. Take a moment if you need to. Little moving side to side and massage out the low back. We'll start to take that the opposite way. So opposite leg, left foot grounded, right knee in. Holding there on your own or stretching that leg up. Doesn't matter to start. Engaging that left glute, left leg. We're going to press the hips high. Lower about halfway. Press up. Lower half. And up. And lower. And press. Here we are for 6. And lower. 5. Halfway. 4. 3. Only halfway. For 2. And 1. Now let those hips be their highest point. Now our right leg's up. We're going to lower that leg. Lift up. Keep the hips high. Lower. Press up. And down. Lifting high. For here, 6. Press up. 5. Hips stay. 4. Press up. 4, 3. And up. 2. And up. 1. Now bend just that right knee in. Tap those toes down. Now lower the hips to the floor. Windshield wiper side to side. You can even bring your knees a little bit into your chest. Massage. Take a few circles. And maybe start to rock and roll a couple times the length of your spine. Working our way back up. From here, we're going to shift onto our left hip. So we're going to start to lean down onto that left forearm. Now go ahead, plant your right foot, extend your left leg out. We're gonna lift that left leg and lower. Lift and lower and up and down. Inner thigh, lift and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now rebend that left knee, stack your right leg on top. Now you can come all the way down, hands behind our head, extending that right leg. We're gonna crunch up, bring that right knee up, kicking it down. Lift, kicking down, and up, and down, up, and down. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And find your way back to our spine. Again, you can take a couple rocks and roll, move through the spine, or however you need to find your way back up to a seat first. Let your hips move a little bit off to the right side. So we're stacking our legs. Lean back on that right forearm first. Plant that left foot down, extend the right leg out. Inner thighs, we're gonna lift and lower, and lift and down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Bending that right knee, stack the legs on top. Finding your way all the way down, hands behind the head. Extend that left leg, top leg out. We're gonna crunch up, bend the knee, and stretch. Bring it in and out. In and out. Up and up. Here for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finding our way to our backs. One last time, you can take a little rock and roll the length of your spine a few times. Returning your way back up into your tabletop. From here, we're gonna soften down to our forearms. You can interlace your hands. And then from here, you're just gonna start to send your hips back. And then you can start to lengthen out that spine, taking a moment towards your child's pose. Keep the hands interlaced. And then start to bring your thumbs up towards the back of your head. Lower the arms back down and shift back forward towards that tabletop on your forearms. So letting our hips draw low and down and back. Keep the hands interlaced. Lift so our thumbs touch the base of the skull. Lower the arms down. Gently shift back forward. Taking that just 2 more times. Lower the hips down. Bringing thumbs up towards the back of the head. Bring the hands down. Gently shift forward. 1 more time. Hips come back. Thumbs touch base of the skull. Reach the hands down. Shifting back forward. Then you can unwind. Plant your palms. Just shifting our way back up. Swing that right leg forward. We're finding an open lunge here. So a little bit wider stance. Feet separated. Finding some movement in the hips here. Moment to stretch out. Feel free to take this into a hamstring stretch. Right foot can come back into the center. You can take a moment to fold over the leg. When you're ready, you can adjust, realign, coming back to your tabletop. We'll switch out. So sending that left leg forward, maybe a little wider stance in the hips. Pelvis as we soften forward. If you'd like to, you can move to a hamstring stretch. Bring that left foot into the center, gently folding, chest towards the leg. And whatever we need to do to find our way back down to our tabletop. We're going to tuck our toes, walk the hands towards the feet, crouch and curl, stretching out the legs. Yeah, maybe take the feet further apart from each other, hanging over. An option to take a chest expansion. Hands can come behind our low back. If we have a chest expansion, release the hands down. We're going to gently open, sending that right hand towards the ceiling. Easy twist. Go ahead, release, switching it out, sending that left hand up towards the ceiling. Easy twist. And releasing that left hand back down. Keep the knees bent, keeping chin into our chest. Give a little shake of the head, yes. Take a moment, shake the head, no. And gently drawing those feet back in towards each other, knees staying bent, chin to our chest. We're going to slowly roll up, really letting the arms hang, or they can gently walk up the leg. And just as we come all the way up to stand, we're going to move a little bit into the calf. So just step that right foot forward, just enough so you can kind of bend that front knee. Keep pressing that back heel to the ground. Or if you want to alternate instead, you can lift your front toes. Maybe even bend that back knee, and fingertips maybe walk towards the floor. And then stretching out the front foot rather than the back leg. But you can take whatever you need here. Just give yourself a couple more breaths. And then finding your way back up, just go ahead and switch. So making sure that back foot, so our right foot, our heel is fully touching into the floor, pressing down through that leg. You are taking that other version, bending your back knee, maybe those front toes are lifting, getting that back stretch. And then wherever you are, you can just bring your feet back together. Take a moment, find a few shoulder rolls. You can return those hands up. Draw the elbows and shoulders back. And releasing those hands down, just tip your right ear to your right shoulder for a moment. And take it as slow, kind of head circle one direction. And then go ahead and reverse. And just bring your head back to the center. Take it out. Great work, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Do whatever else you need for yourselves and take care.